Hey friends, Dustin here with Dusty Outdoors, and in this episode we're going to be at my dad's property again. For you folks that have been around for a while, you know this is where I got like Camp Freedom. I have a couple sites here, but there's always been a spot way deep in the woods that I've always wanted to make into a campsite, but unfortunately the truck camper is just far too big and cumbersome to get back there. The truck can't do it. Well, it probably could, but I'd destroy the camper and probably tweak the frame on the truck, who knows. But the Nissan, I think, is more than capable of doing it. So we are going to take the Nissan deep in the woods on this episode. But before we head to the woods, I need to take the bike rack off and put on my cargo carrier. So we're currently in my dad's barn, which is where I kind of store a lot of my stuff because I don't have a lot of room at my house. So you can see right behind me here, that's a old bed platform for when I have just the truck topper on the truck and whatnot. But right here in front of me is my cargo carrier. And we're going to go ahead and get that put on the Nissan so I can take a chainsaw and anything else I might need back with us in the event we got to cut something out of the way to get back to where I want to go. All right, we got the grill grate, chainsaw, and some, I think, dry wood. We'll be able to collect more wood when we're out there, but I'm pretty sure this is pretty good dry stuff. All right, so now we're going that way and I can already see trees down. That's what I was afraid of. Go down to the next one. All right, so this one is right next to a nice deer trail. Goes up that way, right there. We need to go down that way. It's hard to tell on camera, but this is actually going downhill, quite steep. Nissan's still parked up there. It looks like we're clear, at least for a while, after this little snag here. Well, we still got quite a ways to go, and everything's going pretty good. I did have to put it into four-wheel drive, coming up this hill right here, because everything's wet out here. We've had a few days of rain, so everything's pretty muddy. But so far, the biggest problem I've been having are these right here. Yeah, if you know, you know. And they're everywhere. There's a plant there, there. I mean, everywhere. This is all that. So, I mean, these pants are ruined. Yeah, there's another one right there. Right next to the tire. Okay, we still got to go way up this way and then to the right and way over that way. Just taking it nice and easy. Because I don't want... The grass is kind of high, so I can't really see if there's big logs down. You can see a deer trail going right up the middle of this old woods road. We'll have to come back down through here and brush hog this. Maybe we'll do this yet tonight. Brush hog it. Oh, I think I gotta turn right here. It's so grown up, it's hard to see. I don't want to jinx myself, but the coast looks fairly clear to where I want to go. Right up on top of this knoll. Well, we made it to the spot. Ruined a pair of pants in the process. But this spot right here, this is what I had in mind for another camp spot. It's perched up on a knoll, and right now the woods is really thick and lush, so you can't see too far, but in general, compared to the rest of around here, you can see quite a ways. And in the winter, you can see a long ways. You can see all the way down this valley. You can see up over that way. And this is a big ravine that goes down and up another hill on the other side, and you can see that whole hill. So what I'm going to do quick is I'm just going to get the saw out, clean this area right here up. So fire pit's going to probably go right in the middle here-ish. Maybe over there. Maybe a little further over there. And then this will just kind of be an opening. And honestly, right in here, tucked in this little nook over here, would be a great spot for a tent if a guy ever hikes in and tent camps. All right, so all the sticks and big logs that were in the middle of the area are all picked up for the most part. There's still a few little things over here. I'm actually debating on heading back, getting a brush hog, and brush hogging a path out to here. Maybe brush hogging in here, because my pants can't look like this every time I come out here. So it just needs to be taken care of. I also got a new mic set up, and hopefully by now it's dialed in, but I know the first part of the video is probably all kinds of crazy stuff happening. Loud background noise, heavy breathing, but I think I got it dialed in now, so we're gonna go with it. All right, got that packed back up. I'll see you on the brush hog. Guys, look at this corn. What the heck? What is that? Oh, it all looks good. Saw's still in the bucket. We got a double pass out to the new campsite. So we'll take the tractor back and see where the day leads us. Put the little tractor away. So here we are. It's actually a day later. The day was running a little short, and when I got back, I ran back home yesterday after weed trimming, or after brush hogging real quick, and Lauren and the boys were having a little campfire out back, and I didn't want to miss that. So I stayed and hung out with them. It's the next day. We're heading back out. The only thing that's got me a little concerned is a couple hours ago, we just got hammered with a storm, and the winds weren't too bad, so I ain't worried about that necessarily, but it was torrential downpour. So I'm hoping it's not too muddy, because if it is muddy in them low spots, we'll definitely be struggling to get through it, because it gets pretty muddy back in these woods. All right, so we made it to the site. Haven't named it yet, but I brought some goodies with me. There's just a quick overview. We actually mowed the path a little bit further down that way too. But there it is, coming up around the other way. Kind of see it going up through there. It is thick this year, guys. We've had a pretty humid, moist, hot year. So the woods is very lush. But I brought something back with me this go around. Fire ring. So this is the old fire ring from the back 40 campsite, and it's just a semi rim. They work great, and just by chance, my mom's actually out camping in her little converted cargo trailer, which is parked at the back 40 campsite, and she brought a new fire ring for that spot. So I haven't decided yet. We might go over and say hi. I think my aunt and uncle and grandma are over there too, but I haven't quite decided yet, because that is quite a ways away, and it's pretty muddy. But let's get this set up, get the fire ring placed. I don't know 100% where I want it quite yet, but I think it's just going to kind of go in the middle. Bugs are a little bit bad, so we'll get the fire pit out here and get that set up. The only downfall to this is it's very heavy, which is fine once you get it to where you want it, which I think is going to be right there. Yeah, that's perfect. Now, the one thing we're going to have going against us today is the fact that it downpoured for a good 2.5 hours only a few hours ago. So we'll see what we can actually get to start and burn. All right. Fire's not exactly burning super hot. I'm gonna add some more wood to it. I've just been sitting around enjoying the evening. It's so nice out here. All right, we're in the Nissan. I kind of leave this seat up so a guy can still sit back here. I got the Riker bag here. I got stuff stored in here. Actually, I have my light right here. There we go. So yeah, Lauren got me this. It's called the Riker bag. You don't need to hang it like I did, but you can. You can also fill it with tools. There's all these bags on this side. And then on the back side as well, there's a bunch of compartments. The way I have it set up, you can't really use the back compartments, but I like it for storage in the Nissan here. So that works pretty good. But I can take my shoes off right here and they kind of slide under the front seat. That sits there perfect, so I can set that up and watch some videos. Of course, I could always lay down and not have the phone right there and watch videos too, but if a guy doesn't want to lay down quite yet, this actually works really nice. But anyhow, with all that being said, I'm going to go to bed. We'll see y'all in the morning. Good night, friends. Well, I think I'm going to get the fire going again. And then I want to take you to a spot that's just over that way because it's pretty cool. It's always been one of my favorite spots out in this woods. All right, I went and found a bunch of this like papery maple bark on a downed limb. We'll try that. All right, so we'll let that start burning, get nice and hot. It's doing good right now. And I'm going to take you just over there and show you a neat spot. Look at this, friends. This whole hillside is just a blanket of ferns. And it goes all the way to the top. All that out there, all ferns. And the campsite is not far away. It's right there. There's the Nissan. There's the fire. My dad's hunting shack, but you can see the ferns go all the way to the top. So, I don't know. Might name this campsite. Well, it'd be like two things. I think we could name it like Fern Hollow, because we're definitely down in a valley here. Yeah, let me let me know, guys. What do you think of that? If we called this campsite Fern Hollow. Look at that. That's just going beautifully. All right. Well, I got some potato soup I was gonna warm up last night. I don't even think I'm gonna use my pot though. I think I'm gonna just warm it up on the can again. Nah, I better use the pot. I don't think I got my pliers with this time to lift the can off the fire. Smoke's kind of all over the place again today. Well, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the little Nissan. I mean, this was definitely not extreme terrain to get back here, but it's definitely very soft, and it was very muddy. And this kind of where we're at right now is not so bad, but it's really actually getting out of here. On the way back out, you have to go up a pretty steep road, and it's got a washout in the middle of it, and it's just real muddy, but this thing just crawls right out of it. That wind is just swirling. Luckily down here at ground level, it's just a whisper of a breeze, but up in the canopy, it's pretty windy. Well guys, what do you think of this campsite? I know it's kind of crude right now. There ain't much here, but hey, we're slowly getting some pretty cool campsites all over this property. I definitely still have a handful in mind of different spots throughout this property. I even have a spot in mind for future videos, possibly video series, where I'd like to build an off-grid shack or something. It's not going to be an elaborate cabin, but it'd be pretty cool to have an off-grid little shack out here with a view or something. I might call Lauren up and see what her and the boys are doing. They could probably drive the car at least down the gravel road, and then if they wanted to do a little hike, they could hike back here, check out the site, and hang out for a bit. I think I'm catching little glimpses of a very rare and elusive for this area. See you guys? I think it's gonna come around that corner soon. That right there is the elusive Wisconsin cougar. She brought me some coffee. We still have some of those stickers if you want some. Whoa, nice job.
Oh, did you throw that at me?
No. Did something hit you?
An acorn just hit my shoulder. Do it together now.
There we go.
Woo!
Nice job. So Fred went and found 2 sticks that are being held together by some fungus. It's pretty cool. Here's some ghost pipe. This is not a fungus. This is actually a plant, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little past its prime, but those will be completely white when they're prime for picking. But you can make tinctures and stuff out of them. There, we got some stools cut to sit on.
Maybe it's that one. He picked up one and it was like the perfect acorn.
I took the top.
Oh.
But you can take the top.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to get out for another one soon. To the military men and women, past, present, future, thank you for your service. Thank you for our freedom.
We'll see you on the next adventure. Don't forget to subscribe.
Bye, friends.